What's up, all you moto fanatics? Dino here with Dino Motor Reviews. Welcome back to the channel if you guys are returning. If you're new to this channel, well, welcome to Dino Motor Reviews. Today is a totally different day. We are not in my garage. We're actually on my way to pick up my wife. I'm actually sitting outside of her work. Just got my hair cut, and we are going to go pick up a brand new bike today. So I am so excited. I barely got any sleep last night because of that excitement. And man, it's been a long time coming. I've bought several used bikes and just went with those because that's what I could afford at the time. And this is the first time that I'll be able to afford a new bike for myself. The last brand new bike that I had that hadn't ever been ridden by anybody but me was the one that my dad bought me when I was 14 years old. And that was a KTM 125. And that was the 2003 KTM 125. And it was an amazing bike. All the used bikes that I bought, they've just always felt like somebody else's bike. And even after doing all the work to them and putting all the parts in and getting the bike set up to me, they just never really felt like mine. The KTM was about the only bike that felt like was mine. So we're gonna go pick up that new bike, and we're gonna reveal that here shortly. Once my wife gets out here, we'll head over to All Terrain and go pick it up. All right, guys, so just picked up the wife. We are headed down to the shop. I am super excited. I keep repeating myself on that, but man, just feeling of getting a new bike, there ain't nothing better. And tell you what, so we'll get over there and talk to Patrick, the sales guy. So if you guys are in the Grand Junction area, All Terrain Motorsports, those guys are really awesome over there. Really great customer support staff. They'll take really good care of you, so go check them out. Even if you don't live in Grand Junction, Colorado, All Terrain, check them out anyways, because you may be able to buy something. They have an online website, so go check them out. All right, there she is. Brand new one. We got to figure out what to name her. Decided to go with the YZ250F because 450 is a little bit much for me, so I am pumped. Yeah, let's get her home and start looking at her a little more. All right, guys, so we are back. Now the bike is in the garage, and it's just kind of chilling out with the Honda. I am super excited about this. This is the first brand new bike that I've ever bought for myself, as I was saying before. And I can't wait to take this thing out on Sunday and, you know, get a couple hours put in on it. I'm going to leave the bike as is. I'm not going to change any of the settings or anything. Went with the retro look. I think that looks super sick. So I like it too because of the black rims. You can do anything with your plastics if you want. But I really like the white with the purple, orange, and pink. I think it looks real awesome. I love that old school look. Garage is a little bit of a disaster, so we're going to come back here in a couple days. I got to work for the next few days. So, but we're going to come back on Sunday and ride and hopefully have a few more things to test out while we're testing the bike out, okay? So we'll see you back on Sunday on March 10th. All right, guys, so we are back. It is Sunday, March 10th. We're going to go out for a ride at the Sanctuary compound. It's a privately owned track that sometimes they open it up to the public. So we're going to go check that out today. While I'm out there, I'm going to test out a few products. So we got the LMNT Hydration drink. I've tried a couple other hydration drinks for motocross. Rhino Power and Hydro Power. I felt like Rhino Power worked pretty good over the Hydro Power, but we're going to try this LMNT and see how well that works, see if it lives up to its hype. We also got from Works Connection an oil fill plug, and we got a chain gauge. They also hooked me up with some cool stickers. So Works Connection, love those guys, like their products. They're rock solid, last a really long time. We also got this AIRWAAV mouthpiece. I'm going to try that out today for motocross. I've tried it on a couple of workouts, and it does work out pretty good as far as keeping your airway open. Just keeps your tongue down in a position. And I grind my teeth when I work out or when I ride. So, and I've also been wearing the one for nighttime as well, because I grind my teeth at night, and it's helped out pretty well. My teeth aren't sore. I've gotten to try it out for a couple of days, but we're going to see how this works for motocross. See if it reduces my respiration rate. Supposedly it reduces it by like 20%, and then you get 50% reduced cortisol levels. So we're going to see how that works on the dirt bike, see if that helps me. That's a big reason why guys get arm pump, is just because of the fact that when you are riding, you don't breathe, then all that blood flow goes right into your forearms as you're riding, and then you start to lock up. So with that being said, we're also going to try this intake breathing system. So it's basically a nasal strip that's magnetic. I've seen Cooper Webb, a lot of your top pros, Justin Barsha, wear these. So we're going to give that a try as well, because I tend to get real stuffed up when I ride. See if it helps open up my nose. And yeah, so we got some ODI Rogue V2 lock-on grips. I love these things. I'm not going to put them on today. I'm just going to ride the bike as is, and we're going to give that a go around and see how I like it bone stock. Then we'll start putting some parts into it. I do got some handlebars on order, so, but we got to go through, we got to break it in, go through this guide, get the GYT tuner app set up, and I'm super pumped on this. So we're going to get this bike loaded up into the truck and get it ready to go. That way we can go out and spin some laps on it. I'm super pumped, man. It's been a long time. I haven't rode in a while because the Honda has been up for sale. So we're going to try it out today, see how I like the bike, and then see what I need to do to get it adjusted to me. So we'll go from there, all right? All righty, see you here in a bit. All right, guys, so epic day here at the Sanctuary compound. Awesome track. Really good customer service here from the family that owns this. Definitely will be back out with some friends coming soon. Bike rode pretty good. Little bit of a hiccup when we ran out of gas and about went over the bars, but we're looking pretty good. I like the bike so far, and we'll go back home and we'll talk about it and talk about some of the other stuff that I was trying out for you guys. So, all right, we're out. All right, guys, so we are back in my garage, and we just got back from an epic day of riding at the Sanctuary compound. Big shout out to them. Super awesome family out there to let us come out to their private property that is built for their kids and go and ride. Super cool track layout. They had several other tracks that I didn't get to ride. Hopefully we'll go out there and ride some more and get you some GoPro footage and ride some other tracks out there. They have like an arena cross track, supercross track, moto track, a couple of freestyle ramps. So hopefully get to ride some of that as we get more comfortable with this bike. But as far as today, awesome day. Track was ripped super deep in some sections, so it really made you focus on your technique, and I felt like I actually rode pretty good, so I was pretty happy with the bike. First initial impressions we're going to talk about with this YZ250F. I really like the bike so far. First impressions, first ride. I'm really happy with it. The front brake, I know that was something that a lot of test riders talked about on the shootouts, that they just didn't like it. I didn't have any issues with it. I had great stopping power. It comes stock with a floating rotor. I think that's super cool. You get a lot of good brake pad contact. And when I did the front and rear brake, I had great chatter, so worked out super well. The clutch is super smooth. So is the throttle. It took me a little bit of time to get used to the throttle because I don't have a slide that I'm pulling up that has a spring. So that took a little bit of getting used to. I had to adjust the throttle a little bit, but after that, it worked pretty well. As far as mapping goes, that was super easy once I figured out how to set it up. It does take some time. Make sure you read the manual. If you do end up getting a YZ, that'll walk you step by step. Once I got it figured out, I sent the map. It was supposed to be the keeper tested aggressive map. And then I spent all my time in map 2, and I had sent that map to map 1. And so basically I rode the bike with no maps in it at all at bone stock 0. So, and the bike ran well for me. So by the time I figured out to switch to map 1, I ended up running out of fuel. So, but other than that, the suspension, super great, really plush. Came up short on a couple of the doubles. Didn't have any issues with it, soaked it up. I braced for impact thinking it was going to be a super hard hit, and it did really well. Even when I came up short, when I ran out of fuel off the takeoff, I don't know how I saved that, but suspension soaked it up, thank goodness, and I came out unscathed. So really happy that there was no injuries, especially first ride out since October. And this was just a break-in ride as well, so I didn't push it super hard and was still focusing on technique, but I just had a blast on the bike. So clutch is really good, suspension pretty good off the start, braking's really good. As far as the bog that people have talked about, there's been some mixed reviews on that. I didn't notice too much of a bog. When I got into super deep loamy, I had to shift to second. It was not going to pull third at all, or I was dog paddling my way out. But for the most part, I rode the track in third and fourth on most of the track. There was just a couple of really deep straightaways and corners that I had to shift to second. But as soon as I shifted to third, the bike just pulled right on through. So really happy with that. I have to test out the keeper tested aggressive map and see how that works. I'm kind of anxious to see how that works. And then I want to try this out on some hard pack tracks, because that's mostly what we have around this area is hard pack corner tracks or just hard pack desert. So, really good bike overall. We'll have to do some, engine checks, and we'll check some of the spokes and stuff to make sure everything's still tight and looking good. But as far as first impressions, I'm giving it a 2 thumbs up. I'm going to give it an 8.5. I would like to have more time on it to give it a full, thorough review for you guys. I really love the colorway. The retro look looks sick. And the only thing that I've changed out was the engine oil plug cap, because it was the little flat blade. It's not the flat blade screwdriver type, but it's the little flat plastic one that you have to grab by your hand, and I just don't like them. I'd rather have something that I can put a wrench on. So I believe it's a 19mm Works connection. They hooked me up with a ton of stickers, and their products are pretty rock solid. So go check out Works Connection. So, all right, so now we're going to move on to a few of the other items that I was going to test out for you while I was riding. The only thing that I did not test out was the intake nasal strip breathing. I don't know what you call it, magnetic breathing strip. So I didn't test that out. I just didn't feel like putting it on today, but we will eventually test it, and I'll give you guys a review on that. As far as the mouthpiece from AIRWAAV, I did test that out while riding. I think it's beneficial for motocross. I didn't get arm pump near as bad, and I felt like my breathing was pretty well open. These mouthpieces go on your lower teeth and protect that. I grind my teeth a lot when I ride or when I work out, And then I also have the one for sleeping because I grind my teeth when I sleep. And with this, I can still talk. It stays in really solid. It actually takes a lot to get this off versus the traditional mouthpiece that sits on your upper teeth and kind of blocks your airway off, and you're constantly trying to get it to stay on your upper teeth. This one doesn't stay in as well. It tends to fall off my upper teeth. So definitely recommend giving AIRWAAV a look. I have the Endurance one. Felt like it worked really well. Just didn't get any arm pump. Pretty happy with it. Probably won't go back to the traditional mouthpiece after that. My teeth haven't been sore when I've been waking up, and they're not sore after I went riding or worked out. So, and I do feel like it actually opens up my airway because it keeps my tongue down and out of the way. The other thing that I was going to try out was LMNT. This stuff was amazing as far as a hydration drink. I've tried other ones in the past. I've tried Rhino Power. I felt like that stuff worked out okay. The Hydro Power I tried out as well. I felt like that one didn't really do anything for me, as it just tasted like a really sweet sports drink. And with this stuff, there's no sugar in it. This is really salty. I ended up trying the mango chili. Really liked that one, actually. I also tried out the chocolate salt. That one was really good in my coffee. I drink my coffee black sometimes, and sometimes I'll drink it with cream. I don't have a preference there one way or the other. It is very salty though, so that took a little bit of time getting used to with my coffee. And then my wife tried the lemon habanero, and that one was actually pretty good. I was kind of skeptical on trying something with habanero because sometimes habanero can be super spicy, and there wasn't really any spice. It just had a really good flavor. I felt like I was really well hydrated. I didn't feel like I was super thirsty afterwards. I didn't feel like I needed to drink a crap load of water. Just drank a 16 ounce of the mango chili, and man, it was a really good flavor. Tasted really good. It is very salty. I'll let you guys know that, but I felt like I was really well hydrated. It also has some magnesium in there and potassium, which is really good for your body as well. And I'm excited to also try this out for work because I am an EMT and firefighter. I know I haven't disclosed that to you guys earlier. That is my career path. And there's times where we get fires that, expend a lot of energy, and we have, a very physical job. Also sometimes moving patients as well. And I want to be well hydrated both at work and while I'm riding my dirt bike, because that's something that I enjoy doing. So definitely give LMNT a look. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to come and close this off. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. And I hope to see you guys back on the channel. As always, ride safe. Hey all you moto fanatics, Dino here with Dino Motor Reviews. If you guys enjoyed that video and you like what we're doing on this channel, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, click subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. It also helps out the channel, and it helps motivate me to do more of these videos for you guys in the future. And speaking of releasing more videos in the future, click the notification icon so you're the first to see video content that will be released on down the road before anybody else. I hope to see you guys on the next one, and as always, ride safe.